you, Raj. कौन का ख्याल कहाँ से आया?
I think the idea came from the fact that there is a crook in everyone, in all of us. But more than that, it's about the middle class. The idea was about the big middle class, the majority of the population that is sandwiched. They have their aspirations, dreams, and talent, but there is a system built by others that kind of maybe stifles them. So they are trying to break out. So we thought, what if that one thought comes to everybody's mind in their lives, right? So that this is just a piece of paper, somebody signed on it and it becomes of value. Why can't I just make my own? So it started with that, but there's a lot of layers in the story, it goes from there.
Well, thank you so much. DK, question for you. You know, Prime Video, partner in crime is what I call them. How did this partnership actually is going forward? So let's talk about that relationship a little bit.
It started off as a single date, and then before we realized now we've been married now so many years, I think. And no, it's been crazy. I mean, we started off doing one show, and then while we were doing it, came with another, before we realized here we are. At this point, I think there are 4 shows that we have with multiple seasons with Prime Video. So it's like, they must be tired of us by now.
Delicious roster, yeah. Thank you so much for this partnership. Aparna, I'm going to ask you this only. So he's telling me his side of the story. What's your side of the story like?
We love them.
Easy?
Just love.
Easy?
This is a marriage that's based entirely on love. But, you know, I have a small secret window into the minds of Raj and DK. Every time there's a new idea brewing there, I get notifications. Just to let you know.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And now we know we need to tune into that frequency at some point if you want to tap
Secret.
Creatively, the creative team from Amazon, Aparna and other people in her team, they have constantly been involved with us with the ideation of all these things. They've turned out to be very good creative partners in that sense.
Amazing.
So, you know, I think that eventually shows in the quality of the shows we are making as well.
Absolutely does. Thank you so much for this partnership. We want to thank you as an audience. So that's from me. Thank you. Shahid, this is for you. It's a digital debut. Okay, so woohoo on that. But also for the very first time working with Prime Video, Raj and DK, and Vijay Sethupathi sahab. So many firsts. How does that make you feel?
Well, it's the best start to the year that I could have asked for. 2023 is a new year, and I was very happy to hear when we decided to launch the show on the 10th of Feb, because it's my birthday month, so I was like, okay, that's great. And yeah, it's a lot of firsts. In fact, we started talking about the show even before everybody started talking about OTT, you know, as an option. And when I say everybody, I mean the film fraternity, considering OTT as something that they would like to consider. And it was simply because I love their shows. I love Family Man 1 and 2, and they called me for a film. And I said, "Haan, film to theek hai. Show mein kya kar rahe ho?" And DK was like, "Hey, you're joking, you're serious, you really want to do a show?" I said, "Yes, absolutely. I would love to collaborate with you guys at what I have loved watching you do." And he kind of had this idea, which strangely 8 years back we had discussed with each other as a movie. And at that time, you know, it was like DK said, that it was too big in terms of the length of story for it to fit into a movie. And I think the best thing that happened to Farzi is that it didn't become a movie, because I don't think we would have been able to do justice to it. Here we have the first season, which is equal to 2.5 movies. And if people like it, we can make another 2.5 movies, and then another 2.5 movies. And you know, if you go and see the kind of cast that they have put together, or the kind of characters that they developed with Sita and Suman, you know, the way that they have put this entire story together, it lends itself to, you know, more and more time. And by the time I finished playing Sunny, I almost felt like it was just the beginning of Sunny. You know, my first with Amazon Prime, it's an amazing platform. I think every actor would feel proud to collaborate with them. And we've had an amazing time. Their contracts are very scary, but in person they are amazing. If I may be honest. You know, I was like, man, this is going to be tough, and then it was just so smooth. So thank you to the entire team for making us feel so comfortable and making our creativity, you know, allowing our creativity to kind of meander all over the place, and hopefully something good will come out of it. My first time with Vijay sir, I called him the first time we launched the show, the little teaser that we did, I called him Makkal Selvan. So I'm going to say Makkal Selvan again to him because he just has the personality, it suits him. You know, it's such a beautiful term for him, and it's been a privilege to work with him. We don't have so much in the show together.